What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna have a look at The Last of Us Part 1. Now, I would have done this yesterday, but I honestly completely forgot the game came out till I got halfway into making my Civilization 6 videos, and then I was like, oh yeah, fuck, that came out. But in this case, it's probably a good thing, because apparently the PC port is not very good, supposedly. But it's made by the same guys who made Arkham Knight, so yeah, I'm already just, don't even know what to expect, because that port was a giant shit show. As a matter of fact, I'd say that's probably one of the worst ports for PC still to this day. When it first came out, I think it's been patched to at least be a workable game now. I haven't gotten to that Batman game yet. But anyway, so we're gonna do The Last of Us today, part 1. So we're gonna start on the Steam Deck like we usually do. Now, I feel like the Steam Deck is way below any of the minimum requirements for this, so I do not really understand how it's gonna run. It's probably gonna run like 20 FPS on low, but hey, maybe it'll do better than I think. This thing has surprised me in the past, so why don't we not waste any more time, get this guy hooked up to the capture computer, and we'll go see what's what.
Alright, real quick, I just wanted to show you guys this screen. Make absolutely sure you let the shaders build. It takes a pretty long time. I think it took like 50 minutes or something like that on the Steam Deck. And it's definitely going to suck up a lot of battery, so I would recommend keeping it plugged in while it does this. That's what I did. As soon as I got done with this part, I just basically unplugged it and plugged it right into the wall so it didn't, so we didn't start the game at 30%. And this game's probably not going to run very well on this thing in the first place, but I wanted to try it out anyway. Whenever a new game comes out that I buy, and especially if I buy it on Steam, which I try to do with every game now since I have a Steam Deck, I like to try it out on it, just see how it does. It's not verified or even playable right now, so I'm not expecting much, but maybe it will be later. And then we'll come back, of course, and try it. But anyway, I'm going to let this build, and then we'll hop in, look at some settings, and get into the game. Well, alright, this was a little interesting. No matter what I did until I got to these settings, it kept crashing after like 3 or 4 minutes. So this was the only way I could at least get halfway decent performance without it crashing. And that's pretty much the game, as you see, 754 by 424 with FSR unbalanced. Everything on low or off for the most part. And it's still going to drop underneath 30 FPS, as you will see shortly. So I would probably not recommend this game so far, but see for yourself once you see the gameplay. Speaking of which, let's jump in. Alright, we're almost at the beginning of the game. I just wanted to get out of the house and not just walk around in a dang dark-ass house. But as you can see, blown up like this, the game looks quite horrid. And we're dropping down to 22, 23 FPS. That's why I wanted to test this part, especially on the Steam Deck.
Keep looking at me, baby.
And if anybody wants me to come back and test this part on the Asus G15 Advantage, just let me know. I kind of got farther than this
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
before I started that video. But yeah, now we're even under 20 FPS. So yeah, this is, in my opinion, not playable at all.
Get back!
Alright, where the hell am I supposed to go?
This way! Through the alley!
Okay, so I'm supposed to go through the alley. Up there just seemed like a bunch of death, so I was like, I won't go up there. That looks like certain death. Fuck you, get shot.
He's dead! God damn it! We're almost there. We're almost there, baby. They're getting through the fence! Keep going! Find a way out of here! Come on! Go! Move it! Get to the highway! What? Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there. Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
Well, too bad, we are. I ain't going the fuck back there.
Almost there.
Oh shit, looks like one sees me. I see a shadow behind me.
Dad?
Alright, well I guess let's go up here.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help. Stop! Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken. Stop right there! Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Listen, buddy, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Oh, shit. Please don't.
All right, well, he got his just desserts.
Oh, no. Sarah?
Oh, but it looks like he shot his daughter, so that's not cool.
I know, baby, I know. God. Listen to me, I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby, I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please don't. Please.
All right.
The number of confirmed deaths.
All right, well, you just paused through that. We didn't need to just sit there and watch a bunch of intro, so it's always nice to use that button every once in a while. Just pause the recording instead of having to stop it and make multiples. So I figured we'd play a couple minutes of this city area. But as you can see, we're still dropping under 60. We're not under 60, but under 30. We're way under 60. We're way, way under that. And that CPU is working hard as shit. Look at it go. And no matter what, even if I turn FSR off, it still doesn't seem to do good.
Citizens are required to carry a current ID at all
Because I know this is a CPU-intensive game, but
personnel is mandatory.
it's also GPU-intensive, and this thing does not have the most powerful either one of those. It's not horrible for what it is, but it's not the king of handhelds either. They're definitely more powerful handhelds than the Steam Deck. It's an absolute major bargain for its price. It's the price of performance king. But it comes with a lot of buts. Anyway, though, why don't we now go and move on to camera for a little while? All right, guys, let's get a camera gameplay now. I'm just going to lock this to 30 because, well, we'll try to make it a little smoother that way, but it's still going to drop under 30, as we saw. We were getting all the way down to the 20s and whatnot before. Say 29. Yeah, this is unfortunately in its current state, it's just too much for the Steam Deck, really, to be a fun experience, in my personal opinion. Like, we got everything on low. And I think it's because it's so CPU intensive. It's like maxing out the CPU so the GPU doesn't have nothing left. We're sitting here at 800 megahertz. This is kind of like, honestly, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me exactly of Gotham Knights. Where the game, no matter what, just was so horribly optimized that it just couldn't run right on things like this. You had to have a beast of a computer just to get like barely 60 FPS. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this game is unoptimized just because this lower-end Steam Deck can't play it, but we'll have to wait and see. Hello, Misty. I'm trying to make a video. Can you move, please? Come on. Come on. Jump to the chair. Ugh. There you go. Silly kitty. She just wants to be part of the video, too. Oh shit. Let's turn this up so you guys can actually hear. Misty, you gotta get down. Come on. You just knocked over one of my remotes, too. You're lucky it wasn't the expensive Apple remote. Okay, so that's the quick turn. That's the one sprint. Okay. It looks like shit's about to hit the fan.
So much for the easy route.
Right?
Patch yourself up, alright?
Alright.
We're gonna close all the checkpoints. We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Or we could just let Robert go.
Cute. Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols.
No
Where are you
patrols.
off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit.
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene? What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man. Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
Okay. Well, I guess let's just walk with this chick for a little longer.
Marlene looking for Robert? What do you make of that?
I don't
At least indoors it's not so bad, but I feel like this game's mostly outdoors more than anything. And also that shader compilation takes a really long time at the beginning, so I would recommend leaving your Steam Deck plugged in while it does that shit.
Shit's stirring up out there.
I wasn't going to at first, but it used up 10% before it was even at 25%, so I was like, alright, let's go plug this bitch in, otherwise I'm gonna have like 30% battery by the time I start this damn video.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Oh, there it is.
I'll take it easy out there.
Let there be light. Throw away down here. Let's grab our gear.
Where's our gear? Over here?
Our backpacks are still here from last time.
A lot of ammo.
Make your shots count.
Exactly, we gotta make the shots count.
All right, Texas. Boost me up.
Oh. I was gonna say, what do you mean?
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
Go on.
Got it.
Be careful.
When am I not?
Got a trick question.
But alright though, I think that's plenty of camera gameplay. I wished I would have been able to go through all the settings with this thing, but if I put anything up over low, it doesn't have enough VRAM and it just crashes, it gets laggy, stutters, then it just freezes the whole game. And then if you wait a little while, it'll restart the Steam Deck. I always just say fuck that and I hold it down. I tried that for a bunch of different settings. Tried Ultra, did not work, didn't like that. Tried High, didn't like that. Even Medium was too much. And even having FSR up too high seemed to make it crash. So this is the only way I was able to get any amount of actual playtime. And so far it hasn't crashed on me. So far. Doesn't mean it never will, because I haven't gotten that far. But Personally, I don't think I would probably want to play that on the Steam Deck, but why don't we go wrap this video on up and we'll talk more about that in a second.
Well, alright guys, as a wrap for The Last of Us Part 1 on the Steam Deck, not a very good experience. Didn't say it was supported or anything, so I wasn't expecting it to do great. Plus, most AAA titles don't run the best, but I mean, I got Resident Evil running real good on here, and Resident Evil 4 remake also looks really good. So, I mean, I guess the only difference is this one's a big wide open world. The other one's more of a, even though it looks wide open world, it's more of a, hey, you stick on these couple of predetermined paths, so not as much graphics has to go into that. That's why they can do what they do. Much like the earlier Batman games, compared to Night. Night was big open world city mostly, where you could go almost anywhere. Some of the earlier ones, especially the first one, you're kind of like, hey, go here, walk in this Arkham Asylum, over here now you're in this other little spot, you know, and it kind of kept it more confined spaces so they could do outrageous graphics. But still, I think this game is just too much for the Steam Deck. I'm hoping though, after a couple updates, we can come back and maybe at least get some mixture of low and medium settings and at least get 30 FPS. I feel like the Steam Deck should be more than capable of getting 30 FPS in a game like this with a mixture of medium and low and maybe a little FSR. I didn't want to use FSR at all because this game's so CPU intensive, but I was only getting like 30 FPS in the menu, like 28 to 30 FPS just sitting in the menu. So I was like, okay, something's got to give. So I put FSR on and boom, we were up to like 46, 47 in the menu. But as you saw while we were playing, during the beginning scene with all the fires and explosions and all the zombies and people, we were dropping all the way down to 22. And we still dropped under 30 a bunch just today, just when we did the camera recorded portion too, when we were walking around in the city during the day. So I just don't think right now it's a good game for the Steam Deck, unfortunately. It just does not run up to snuff. So if this guy is your only PC, I would absolutely not recommend getting this game right now. But hey, like I said in the beginning, what should I expect from the people that ported the freaking Gotham Knights game? Again though, I'm gonna hold my opinions until I get done with all my computers. Now, my laptop should be more than capable of playing this game, but if it can't even do like 60 on like medium, high settings, then it too, I'm gonna just say it's a bad port right off the get-go. No one should be expecting to run this game maxed out and then complain it's a bad port, but it should at least be able to run halfway decently, like at 30 FPS on things like the Steam Deck. Anyway though, I'm just gonna rant and rant forever if I keep going, so why don't we wrap this video on up so I can move on to the Asus G15 Advantage and see how it does at 1080p and 1440. But I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video, because even though the game did not run that great, I still enjoyed making you guys the video to show you how it runs. So until the next video, peace out, guys.